How you doing, guys? Mike here at Skinny Boy Barbecue. Hope you're all doing okay. It's obviously a very difficult time at the minute. We're under lockdown, so it was a lot nicer this morning when I came out and set all this up. But I'm going to go with my cat. Welcome, Chester. I'm going to go with a nice Boston pork butt today. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of things. I've got a Meat Church honey hog injection, which I'm going to be injecting the pork butt today. I'm then going to try something a little bit different. This is the honey hot hog barbecue rub to give it a bit of warmth, and then I'm going to put a light layer of that on, but then I'm going to put a butt rub barbecue seasoning on. I've not tried this before. This one's going to be the first time, but I have tried this. I do really like it, and hopefully I took all my gazebo down today because I thought the nice weather was here, but I do feel like it's spitting a little bit. So before we start to season this up, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn the barbecue on in a minute, but what we are going to do is we're just going to inject to start off with. So you don't really need to do a lot with the fat cap. Some people will score it slightly, which is what I'm going to do, but what I want this to do is I want this to all render down. Nice sharp knife. Always helps when the meat's a bit cold as well. I've got this out the fridge, but I'm just going to put a light dusting of this over, and anytime I'm ever going to inject, I'm always going to do it in a tray because it does get really messy. Some people will, some people won't season the fat cap. I like to do it, so because that's where a lot of the flavour is. And it's start raining, seriously. So just turn this over. Back in one sec because I have run out of gloves, obviously with the current pandemic. So I've got no gloves. So give me a second. I'm just going to go wash up and I'm going to come back to this. So what I really like about the injections itself is this needle here has got holes to about 2 inches down from the tip, which is going to help inject all that injection evenly throughout the meat. And all we're going to do is every couple of inches, I'm going to be careful because I've got a nice big bone here. It's a bone-in joint, also known as the internal thermometer. So if the joint's done really well, then that will just pull out. But this is going to take a long time. This is probably going to be what, a 8-10 hour cook time. So all we're going to do is pull it back, plug it in, and then just little and what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this, and then because this is going to take a bit of time, once it's done squirting everywhere, I'm going to come back, turn the barbecue on while this all sets, get it up to temperature. Today we're going to be cooking at 275, and then we've got more of this going everywhere else apart from inside the meat. But hey, we're going to lose some anyway. I'll see you in a minute. So, forgive the dancing in the time lapse. The neighbours have got some music on. I like the song, so I can't help myself. It's a good job you couldn't hear me singing. But what we're going to do, that's all injected. Just going to mop off the excess. Like I said, I'm not a professional, but just love my barbecue. So while that's just sitting there for a minute with the injection in it, what we're going to do today is we're going to use the Timberline 1300, and then we're going to use the apple wood pellets. So I'm just going to turn this on. This is going to be a long cook, so I'm going to use all of these. It'll probably burn through the one. So little tip, don't throw away the bags. When I first started using the wood pellets, I would empty it, throw away the bag, put the remainder in a box, not label the box. I just find it easy just to keep hold of these, and if I need to, leave them in there. Now this is a really chunky piece of meat. You're probably talking about 5, 6, 7 kilograms. So this is going to be able to take quite a lot of rub. So what we're going to do, wind allowing, we're going to give it a good coating all over, like so. We're going to get the sides and the ends. Just give it a little rub down. Just pat that in, and then we're going to follow it with the butt rub. I've had some people ask me when I season things, why don't I just put it all into one? I prefer to layer them. I suppose there is a right or wrong way of doing it. It's just kind of personal preference. But the idea of me doing these videos is to kind of show you guys, well, not show because that's wrong, but just kind of give you guys ways, means, what works, what doesn't. Hopefully there'll be a lot more working that doesn't. And that's it, nice and coated. We're going to let that sit for 15 minutes while we get the temperature on the grill up to about 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So we'll see you soon. So we just got this getting ready to come up to temperature. You can hear it just starting up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place the pork butt in there, and I'm going to do this fat side down. So just a bit of grill maintenance. I like to keep it not clean because it's a barbecue, but as you can see, it's starting to sweat through. And that'll be ready to go on. Hey guys, well I was going to show you me putting the pork butt on, but just real quick, the grill's got the temperature, the butt's on there, the probe is in, not in. Get this probe deep into the middle. Missing the bone. And we'll leave that to get to the internal temp of about 165. Hey guys, so it's been off about an hour and a half. What I've got in here is just a bit of apple juice, apple cider vinegar, and what I'm going to be doing is every hour and a half or so, I just want to give a light spray over the pork butt, just to stop it from cracking and drying out. And before I spray it everywhere, I better check. Yep, there I do. So, the look, hour and a half in. So we're 3 hours in. Temperature's holding perfectly. We're just going to give it another spritz. Looking amazing. Temperature's reading 86 degrees, so we've got a long way to go. So we're back guys. I'm gonna do this really quick. As you can see, Oh, the butt is looking fantastic. I don't know if you can see in this bit because it is getting a bit cold. It's about 9:30, 9:45 at night. I'm just gonna grab this off, put this on here, wrap it up in foil before I freeze. Oh, hot fingers, hot fingers, hot fingers. Tastes good. So, wrapping is such an essential part of cooking because it'll help you get through the store. And you're going to wrap this nice and tight. Fold up because you're going to get a lot of juice come out of this. So as you can see, pack it down, fold it up, because when you do get all the juice come out, it's going to keep it in. One more. So it's now 3:17 in the morning. So this has been going for 1:30 I put it on. So 14 hours. And it's the moment of truth. So I pulled this out. It's been resting for about half an hour. And what we're going to find in here is going to be a lot of jus. So we're going to keep that, because what we're going to do is we're going to empty it into a jug. We're going to let it go cold, let the fat sit on top, and then we're going to take it off and then pour the rest of it back in to the pork. We're going to find that internal thermometer. You know it's good when you can just pull that out clean. Time to tear it up. So guys, like I said, it's really early in the morning. I'm so tired, but this has been epically worth it. As you can see, I've got a nice big bucket of pork, and you know I have to try it, otherwise what's the point? See the smoke ring? This really is amazing. So at the beginning, I can't eat any more at this time. At the beginning, I left the skin on the outside. I scored that, if you remember, and I left that on. I've not done that before, so, but as you can see, I don't know if you can see in the video, we'll have to have a look back, but that skin just pulled away. It was like butter, and it's just gone straight into the meat, and it's just going to add loads to the flavour. So really pleased with that. It's been, what, 14 hours, like I said. Everything was cooked at 250 to start off with. I did that for probably about 3-4 hours, spritzing every hour and a half-ish. And then I pulled the temperature down to 225 and put it on super smoke, because that's one of the features the Timberline has. And I had that on super smoke for about 45 minutes. Lovely pink from the smoke ring in there. Honestly, wish you could taste it. And some of the in-laws and the wife are going to be tasting it tomorrow for dinner. But guys, for the first video, hope it all went well. Thank you for joining me at Skinny Boy Barbecue. I look forward to cooking with you next time. See you soon.